And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at Houston, they love where they stand right now, first place. And of course, Sacramento, well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. And for Houston, Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's the great Ed at point guard. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
And DeRozan gets it to go.
Yeah, he's a mid-range guru. DeRozan might be one of the best we've ever seen from that in-between area.
Şengün passes to the great. There's the 3, and again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Left side Murray. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the great. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And a great story, Stan. Keon Ellis signed a 2-way contract as an undrafted free agent in 22.
Well, he's a fantastic defender and still rounding out the rest of his game. B.A., it's another example of how the 2-way contract rule has been great for this league.
Now here's Sabonis. Here's Levine for 3. And another miss by Sacramento.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
Pass to Smith. Outside Durant. Houston working the ball around. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get off a shot. And Houston, another 3.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. This is the first they're seeing of Houston. Chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for Houston, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed, and they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
Levine, good.
Yeah, the mid-range shot is not a lost art for Levine. He's a very skilled guy in that area.
Out to Thompson. Pass to the great. On the wing, Durant. Here's the great. 3-pointer. Rebounded. Domantas Sabonis. Here's Ellis. Good D by Şengün.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
The great. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And it's the Kings with the ball after the basket by Houston. Picked by Sabonis. Here's Levine for 3. The Rockets pull it in. And this team is on absolute fire right now. They've won 18 in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys.
Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most made threes in a season. The three, it's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
Sabonis finds DeRozan. On the wing, Levine. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
The great with the bucket.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked. And Sacramento with some changes. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Šarić. And Ellis is subbed in for Schroeder. Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's the great, and at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Ellis outside. Monk looking around. Shoots over Thompson. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's the great. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Capella, he's checked in for Houston. The Kings also with a sub. Schroeder, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Here's Monk. Ellis outside. Thompson with a steal. Driving in. The kick to Durant. Pure from three-point range. Durant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Monk against Durant. DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. Shot clock at 5. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
The veteran play from DeRozan, staying locked in even as the clock is draining.
Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game. Remarkable focus by Schroeder, accepting the contact and powering through it.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the night. Şengün checked in for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Eason. Sacramento also making some changes. Keegan Murray's checked in for Monk. And it's Levine in for Ellis.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's the great. He's got 21. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Sabonis. Durant against DeRozan. And Durant with the block.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
For the Kings, number 23.
Here's Levine. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Sinks it from distance. Levine's got 5.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Şengün. tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be right back.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Houston Rockets.
Obviously, they've been locked in from range. Your confidence grows as each shot goes in. It becomes contagious.
Yeah, in the second half, though, they got to mix it up a little more because those who live by the three, you know the rest.
And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the NBA. For the West, the great.
If you look at his production at the point guard position, balancing scoring and playmaking, just like my man Kenny back in the day.
Oh, you're too kind, big fella, too kind. Also nice just watching this guy ball out nightly.
Well, you're not that good. I just this game reminded me of one of your games.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so in the game for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Keon Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at center, filling out the middle. Şengün passes to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the great. Zach LaVine clears it away.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive team in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and be on the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Sabonis with a screen on Thompson. Here's LaVine for 3. Thompson with some nice D. And here are the Rockets now. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Hits the trifecta. The great's got 30 points.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see from Smith. Now, it's important for him to make strides as a playmaker.
DeRozan outside. Sabonis with a screen on Durant. Down low. And Sabonis slams it in.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you guys.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Timeout called. Sacramento.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Durant. Here's DeRozan. And he can't bank that one in.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And the Rockets hit again from deep.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Back to Murray, 6 on the shot clock, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Murray's gotten his second bucket on the night.
In full-on catch-up mode, they're raining threes right now.
And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, BA, 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
On the wing, DeRozan, guarded by Durant. Out to the wing. Here's the great. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Durant's got his 4th assist with that last one.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
As the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.